667 Facts and Stacks podcast.
Okay.
Subscribe right now. Check them out.
All that.
Tune in, and it's just like that.
Yo, let's get it. Best sports show in the world. We back in it to make it clear. Pop up TV. You don't need TV because we popping up. We in the building again. Rob Lowe, the host. You already know what's up. D, you here again. They already know what's up. But D, you done brought a special guest in. I ain't even gonna say nothing, bro. Do your thing.
Yes,
See,
my name's Chris.
see what happened? You see what happened when I tried to picture the D? Go ahead, Chris. What's up with you, bro?
Yeah, my name's Chris. I'm from Maryland, PG County, living out LA now. Cowboys fan, Lakers fan, friend of Deontay. So yes, let's get the show rolling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, you starting off with the sports. Okay, you get the people hip that you know about the sports, but we got to get into what you doing right now. You know what I'm saying? You doing the acting thing. You got it popping off. Congratulations to what you got so far, man. D,
Yeah.
we got you back in the building. Yeah.
So first film was called Last Call.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? Was on Godfather of Harlem.
Yeah.
Was on a Google commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Was on a Kodak commercial. And the banger of all bangers, my favorite show right now, The Equalizer, baby. Season 3, episode 4. My man pulled out the straps like he was about to bang on somebody. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Hey,
talking about Benny Boone.
Give my man's flowers. He out here.
Benny.
Appreciate you. Nah, man, it's been a blessing. It's been a lot of hard work and a lot of grinding. You know, everybody's out here, trying to do something, trying to make it. Whether it's the show, whether it's me with acting, everybody's trying to have their own avenue. So I'm just proud of all of us, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate you for having me on.
Respect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to get right into it. Don. I don't even really want to put the clock on it because it's going to be that good of a conversation. But we're going to go 10 minutes on it. D, you want to start off? We're going to get into the career and all that. Saying the acting thing, go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, man. So I want to ask a question real quick. Is it a competition with the social media, with them getting these movie gigs and these acting gigs and you really putting in the work? You know what I'm saying? Like, they got fans behind them just because they doing certain things off of social media where you really got the acting skills. You went to acting school. You was on the main stage, you know what I'm saying? The open. Speak about that area and how actors feel about that.
So honestly, there is no like one rule or one shoe fits all sizes or whatever to acting. You can kind of blow up out of nowhere. You can do no acting classes and then be in a big movie, or you could study and not get anything, or you could do TikTok and blow up. I think everybody has their own avenues in terms of how they get to where they want. But I think from my opinion, I think that the route to go if you want longevity in the game, some people like Denzel and Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks and some of the OGs and some of the working actors is to put in the work and to go to classes and things like that. If you do kind of pop off TikTok, and it has happened, it's possible that way too. But then I think you have to eventually you do your one gig or whatever, and then you hop right back in classes to stay sharp. It's like basketball or football or whatever. You can't just score a touchdown. I'm all right, I'm good now. Give me my contract. It's you got to go back to the field and work out that same next day. So it's you got to always work on getting better. And I think the actors that work on getting better tend to book more roles and have a longer lifespan in the acting career.
Okay,
I feel you on that. I feel you. And you say book more roles. I feel you in the fact that you want to get more gigs. But how do you choose what roles you pick? Because I know as you get better and better, you get more and more offers. So what you look for in the role?
So how it works with acting is that there's this platform that only agents have access to. All the big roles agents have access to, where casting directors, they'll post certain gigs to certain shows. So if I could see it, I would just be drooling at all like the amazing roles out there. But that platform is only available to agents, and so agents kind of go through different roles. You don't say casting type like, all right, we're looking for this character is 18 to 25, black male, afro or whatever, and they kind of like they casting your agent will go through various like it's like think of like a forum. They go through like a forum and like see different roles and say, all right, which one of my people on my roster fits this role, and then they submit you for it. So I get submitted for different things, whether I like it or not, and I audition for everything. And then if I book it, then that's when casting will reach out to my agent, et cetera, et cetera. But you don't really get to choose. It's more so when you're like kind of in the beginning or middle, your agent's submitting you, and then you kind of audition, and then if you book it, you can accept or decline. But once you get to a level of like like one of the greater actors, like a guy from I forget what's the guy's name from that's dating Zendaya or whatever. Like I'm sure like once you get to a certain level, they come to you with roles or scripts
Like
and say, hey,
Cuz from Snowfall, he
yeah,
probably got that shit
Damson,
on lock.
yeah. So so Damson he'll probably audition against other actors that are like other black actors that are kind of lit or whatever. But they're probably going to come to him first and his team first and have him like read for the tape, or like maybe an indie film with like a medium budget will say, hey, can you do this? But even the top actors still do have to like audition too, but they just audition against like other top actors. So it's definitely a grind, and it's definitely like something that you have to kind of like handhold. So you don't want to do anything that's going to like jeopardize your career or like just accept a role just because it's like you're on TV, So
Makes sense.
All right, all right. I want to stay in this topic. I want to stay in this topic then, because you said, you went. I think you said you go to all interviews, right?
yeah. So all every time, so like how it works is like
Even if you,
even if I've auditioned for stuff that I did not want to do, and I've turned down some stuff, but you never really want to turn down things, but I've turned down auditions. Not saying I booked it and turned it down, but I've turned down auditions before, just because something like the material didn't fit what I wanted to do. It wasn't like a personal choice that I wanted to commit to as an actor, or I didn't really like the character, so I might turn things down. But you really kind of have to like just go out for whatever. Like I've auditioned for like Nickelodeon shows where I'm like a teacher at like some school with like cartoons, So I've done everything. I'm like whipping out guns on TV. Then I'm also auditioning for things like on Nickelodeon and stuff like that. So it's
Okay.
kind of it's kind of whatever the
uh,
industry sees you as, and
so,
kind of how it fit you.
so my question is, your mindset going into them, I guess, interviews where you ain't really want it. Did you like in the back of your head was like, yeah, I'm gonna just fuck it up in the back of your head? They still liked your work at the end of the day.
I mean, so I actually have this written down on my wall. It's like commit 100% or don't do it at all. So it's like a battle I have with myself. Like it's like, all right, if I'm gonna do this, I gotta give 100% to it. I'm gonna be attentive to it. But if I don't want to do it, and I feel like I'm not gonna give 100%, then I'll just kind of decline it. Because that's no point in me like wasting my time doing it and then wasting their time watching it. So that's kind of like how I roll. But I try to like be open minded about certain things. But there's a lot of roles, a lot of different things that can be can be there.
Yeah,
So
nah, that makes sense. That makes
I
sense
got
on like
I
what we was
got
talking about earlier, how you differentiate, what you pick. Cause like I was about to ask you after that, like if you do everything and you do 100% everything, that got to be draining and
right,
taxing on your body. So you got to know yourself enough to know,
right,
like you said, okay, that's not gonna work. But my
yeah.
question to you is basically what made you want to be an actor in the sense of like was it more so like self-motivation to get to it, or was it like a slight that somebody said, or like you ain't that good and then you took up? What was it that made you get serious about it?
So I actually went to college for acting, like right out of high school. It was like my major, was theater, because I never did theater in high school, which is weird. So I go to college, I major in theater, but I didn't really like the curriculum that they had, because it was like mostly Shakespeare and like other stuff. And at the time, I didn't understand the importance of Shakespeare, and I was just like, I don't fit in all these like specific plays or whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna rock with this. Let me go to business. So I kind of got back to it after like working and making some money for a while. I've kind of always wanted to do it. The movie that kind of inspired me is Home Alone. with Macaulay Culkin, like just having something that like people always watch every year, and kind of allows you to leave a legacy. And storytelling is something that like I like, because I've never wanted to rap or make music or anything like that. I think everyone has just like different passions and just different things, but like mine is storytelling. So I love like story development and stuff like that.
Okay. So you went to the writing side of it too. We definitely gotta get into that a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
But we gonna get D. You want to get one more question in there?
Oh, I was actually going to get in the writing side
Yeah.
on the past, man. What happened to the skits, man? I remember you used to drop the
No,
skits
no, I know.
every week.
Yeah, so I used to do skits under C. James Funny. That was like a really good time in my life. That was probably the best time, you know, in my life, was like doing my own work, because you have so much freedom, and it's on such a smaller scale. But I
Right.
like, hear big time directors like, I had the most fun when I was doing like these little small budget things in my garage, whatever. Like that, those things were true. Like I love doing my own content, and people liked it. Some people hated it. Some people liked it. It's whatever. You just kind of leave it out for the audience to judge. But it was fun because I was shooting and editing and learning and doing all types of things. But then as I wanted to transition into more of a serious actor and not be seen as like a comedian, I kind of stopped doing the skits and tried to put more of my attention on booking roles, because that's kind of like what I wanted to do in the future. But I do definitely miss the skits, man. Skits were definitely a vibe, and doing your own thing is always better than working for someone else, for sure, in my opinion. So
Definitely.
Yes,
Hey.
sir. Yes, sir. Well, I just want you to know we was definitely fucking with the skit
yeah, the skits.
every time you drop 'em, man.
Yeah, skits was cool, man. I love them. Um, yeah, man, it's a lot, man. Honestly, a lot of people would like, they see like actors and stuff like that, Grammys and Oscars and all that stuff like that on TV. But I really wouldn't suggest acting as a career to anyone unless you like love it, because there's no money in it, and it's just a lot of hard work with no money attached to it. So until you start making it and stuff like that, then the money comes. But in the early, there's a lot of investment that goes into it, with classes, headshots, and just different things that cost money, and you don't get a lot of money back starting out first couple of years. So definitely, like, I only would suggest it to people that are like truly passionate about it. This is one of those things.
Now I feel you on that, Brian. The perfect segue to that is I wouldn't suggest nobody to try to go to the NFL if you ain't passionate about football. So let's get
Mm-hmm.
on to the football side. You feel me?
Facts.
NFC East conversation, right? How much time we got to put? Give me 15 minutes on the clock for this one, Don. I don't even remember what I was supposed to say with it, but I'm thrown off. Look. I'm happy for the city, right? I'm from DC. I'm happy that everybody happy. Happy for Heineke.
That's what you gonna start off with?
Wentz, cool. You're not coming back, but the Commanders got lucky, bruh. They got lucky. I'm trying to tell y'all, the refs fucked it up. That second half bounce that led to the field goal. Come back, cuz got the face mask when Goddard tried to stop trying to stiff arm and trap Goddard. Now your shoulder hurt. You on IR. You feel me? He fumbled that, but he got face mask. They ain't call that. And even if the refs ain't do all that, we still would have lost the game because we ain't want the ball. Quez Watkins, if you would have just go ahead, y'all. Go ahead. Anything about the NFCs
Yo,
before I go crazy in here.
you want to start, D?
Them toes before y'all got to them games. Remember you was talking about them toes? Those must have been $20 each trying to pass that motherfucker. Because when y'all got to the Washington Commanders, oh my gosh, y'all thought y'all had it sweet. It's a division game. Like, they gonna show up. And then one thing about, I feel as though they played more harder for Heineke.
Mm-hmm.
I feel as though that team played way harder for Heineke than Carson Wentz or any other quarterback they're gonna put in there. So keep Heineke in,
Facts.
roll with that boy, let him keep putting them chains on him. You know what I'm saying? And beat Philly again. Did y'all already beat? Is that
Nah,
two
Nah,
games
yeah,
or
yeah,
one?
yeah. It's a
Philly, Philly,
split. 1-1.
yeah.
1-1.
Okay.
Nah, honestly, I'm a Cowboys fan, so like seeing the Commanders win that game was so nice to me. Like, and I've never been a big fan of Philly. Not gonna lie, I think that's a Philly hat. I've never been a big fan of Philly. I don't
You
believe in
see,
there
I
ain't
got the
no.
joke blacked out. I'm trying to hide on the
Yeah.
low.
I don't believe in Jalen Hurts, man. Like he's a good guy, he's a stand-up guy. I just don't believe in him leading a team to the Super Bowl being 8-0. The Cowboys smacked them last year. They added some things to their roster, of course, but I just don't believe in the Eagles yet. And the Eagles, I think this the first loss that they're gonna get. I think they have 2 more losses coming on their schedule for sure, and potentially
You
maybe
talking about
more.
next week?
I don't think they're losing next week. I don't know about next week, but I got them losing to the.
You
See,
talking
y'all,
about
ho,
next
ho,
week?
ho, y'all see what happened when we get one loss? Shit start going crazy. Cowboys fans like 2 losses guaranteed. Oh, next week the Colts fans like, oh, it's gonna be us too, ain't it? See, this the
Yeah.
problem.
I was home.
Go
I was
ahead.
banking. I was banking on y'all. I was banking on y'all getting y'all first loss against us. But it was a week early. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But that loss still coming though. You see my boy Jeff Saturday. We ain't on that. We on the NFC East. I'm sorry. We on the NFC East.
Nah,
Look, I
Eagles.
ain't gonna put
Got,
the
And
loss on Nick Sirianni. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we ain't run the ball as much as we should have, but at the same time, the possessions wasn't really there. The whole night was just thrown off for real. Penalties everywhere. I ain't really tripping for real. AJ Brown had to jump after the game where he was like that 17 and no shit over. That's one way to look at it. Jalen Hurts said, okay, well, this is an opportunity for us to bounce back. That's how I look at it for real, for real. It's just a chance to reset for real. Because they wasn't really going undefeated. But I wasn't going to tell y'all they wasn't going undefeated till they got a loss, though. I tell you that.
yeah,
But
they definitely got losses coming.
But
They,
I don't think we losing another division game, especially not to no Cowboys. After y'all let Aaron Rodgers come back on y'all, come back. What happened Sunday?
so the Cowboys don't have good luck against Aaron Rodgers. I feel like, and I believe this. Watching the Cowboys for a long time, I just feel like he doesn't like playing the Cowboys, as in like he doesn't like the whole America's team. So he brings his A game. And you know what? That's just one of those things. He's Aaron Rodgers. He brought his A game. There was a lot of penalties that were missed in our game that could have like led us to winning as well. But I think overall we just played a sloppy game. Our run defense isn't the best, but I still think that the Cowboys are going to beat the Eagles and when we play, just because I just don't. I think our defense is gonna. I think you guys have small running backs. You guys don't have like those big bulky running backs like AJ Dillon and like other running backs from other areas. You guys don't have like the big bulky running backs who we're scared of. You guys have like the smaller running backs like Kenneth Gainwell and I forgot the other guy's
Miles
name.
Sanders.
Miles Sanders. Yeah, he's small. He's fast, but he's small. And our defense is scared of like big bulky running backs. So I think you guys are just going to have to pass. And then again, I don't trust Jalen Hurts. Like Cooper Rush almost had it. There was a point in the game when it was like, hold on a second, Cowboys might win this with Cooper
Cooper
Rush.
Rush
So
threw 3 picks. It wasn't
yeah,
no
and
point of the game.
it was like after halftime, and we scored like 17 straight or something, and then I was like, all right, this is the game now. And then it kind
Real quick, since you threw it out there, one question.
of. Mhm.
Dak or Cooper Rush?
So I think we should. I think, and this will never happen, but I
Huh?
think we this will never happen, but I think we should use both. I'm gonna go with Dak, but I think that some games Cooper Rush should play and some games Dak should play.
What?
Yeah, I think Cooper Rush like Cooper Rush would have beat Green Bay, but Cooper Rush isn't beating Philly. Cooper Rush isn't beating like Tampa Bay, but Dak is good. But Dak is good when we need shootouts.
Mm.
the only reason why I can see that working out, the only reason why is because of that character.
Mhm.
Like he's a superstar quarterback that can still let the other man shine. I feel as though. So that's the only way I can see that working out. But anybody else that
He
lose
wouldn't.
that balance on the offensive side like that, that could hurt.
Yeah, it would never happen. But I like Cooper Rush because he has like when like our defense statistically is letting up less points per play, less points total, less yards under Cooper Rush, and they have like this almost the same amount of games played this year. I think the defense plays a little bit harder when Cooper Rush is in because they know they can't make as many mistakes. And when Dak comes in, they're like, all right, cool, like we got like let Dak run the offense, we good. They're not trying as hard. So I think if those two, the obviously you want those two things to come together, but they're not. So some games like tight games where like the other team doesn't have like a great offense, I think Cooper Rush can manage that out with like our 20-point games, whatever. But like when we play offense, like maybe like if we play like a Patrick Mahomes or like a Tua or like a Josh Allen, we're probably going to need Dak Prescott.
Or like a
kinda,
Jalen Hurts and the Eagles.
I
You
don't know.
know
Oh
who
yeah,
you need for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles.
or Jalen.
You know not to break Cooper Rush again.
Yeah, Cooper Rush made some. But I was also in Philly too, so maybe in Dallas it might have been different. But yeah, definitely I would say for Jalen too. But you know, I still have Cowboys going further in the playoffs than the Eagles. So
we'll see.
yeah.
We'll see. I want to get to the Giants. You said what?
Yeah, y'all third in the division. The New York Giants
Right.
is nothing to play with.
That's what I was about to get to.
Let me tell y'all something right now. The New York Giants know how to get off on third down on the defensive side.
Yes.
Right? They second in the league in that. You got Saquon Barkley going crazy this year. And you got a quarterback that know how to knock over the ball.
Right.
It's a perfect formula. Perfect formula. And then he got a little feet behind him too. He run and get the first down for you sometimes on the 3rd and 6th, 3rd and 8th. That's beautiful right there.
Mm-hmm. The Giants have a couple of games they should have lost this year. I think one was at Tennessee, which Tennessee isn't playing that well. Like Tennessee missed the field goal in the game. They have like 2-3 games where it's like kind of like could have gone either way. You know, I just leave it down to the quarterback. I don't trust in their quarterback, Daniel Jones. I like Saquon, and they don't have any receivers. Kenny Galladay, whatever, isn't like living up to his contract. They just traded away like their best receiver, in my opinion, to the Chiefs.
Slayton making a couple plays lately though. I picked him up in fantasy.
Shepard might too. I don't know. He might get OJ. I don't know, but I think once you stop Saquon and put the ball in Daniel Jones' hands, and I mean you got a recipe for success, and Dallas proved that already. So I'm not really like worried about them really. Not yet.
They got a better record than y'all though. So they 7-2.
We beat them though. We beat them already. They got one game on us.
Rematch on Thanksgiving. That rematch on Thanksgiving look good.
Yeah, I think it's in Dallas too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not worried about the Cowboys, but we gotta figure out our scheming on the defensive line because we're letting too many runs off our edges, and we gotta clean that up because 200 back-to-back 200-yard rushes, like, come on now, like, I don't know. Redskins also have a chance too, though. Redskins got a chance.
Yeah, I mean, good thing y'all don't play the Tennessee Titans this week, bruh. That's gonna be the Green Bay Packers. So we're gonna switch over to these picks. Won't need no clock. Titans and Green Bay versus the Packers this Thursday. Who y'all got?
I'm going Green Bay.
Packers got their number one receiver back, man. So I'm going with Aaron Rodgers and them boys. A.J. Dillon. Let's get it.
Man, I'm going with the Titans. I don't think the Green Bay Packers got no real momentum, bro. That was just because the Cowboys fucked it up. The Packers, he still missed Devontae Adams out there. Derrick Henry go for 150. Eagles in Indianapolis versus the Colts.
I'm going Philly. I think Jalen has a bounce back game. I think his like crew has a bounce back game. And I don't know, Jeff Saturday. It depends on how much Indy can get their ground game going. But, you know, I do think that Indy can keep it close. So it just depends on who makes the least amount of mistakes at the end. But I'm gonna go with Philly.
I mean, Shane, you know who I'm going with. I know who you going with.
We just looking at each other like we're gonna say it.
Hey, I'm going with the Colts, man. Let's get it. Jeff Saturday, you 1-0 right now. Keep that winning streak going. You're already doing the right play calls on the offensive side, which I'm already loving. Frank this what the fuck you was supposed to be doing all the fucking time. You would have still have a fucking job. Let's go. Let's go. Philly 8-1. We could beat Philly at 8-1 and get this thing back to a 5-5-1. I'm screaming playoffs, baby. I don't give a fuck. I'm screaming playoffs.
Look what a win over the Eagles do for the people. Got the whole city smiling. Go ahead, D talking about playoffs. We giving out Christmas presents early. Not this week though, bro. My man got hurt. The D tackle, what's his name? The rookie, Jordan Davis. He got hurt a couple weeks ago. We've been giving up the run of a lot since then. But we just signed Linval Joseph, the vet. You feel me? From the Vikings before. So we see y'all running for $150 last week, coach. We got something for it. I got the Eagles, bro. You already know.
He ain't nothing.
You already know, bro. But
what he ranked? He was like ranked 15, stopping run as a defensive tackle.
Great. Hey, Eagles, Howie Roseman.
Team, man, that hear me out. We just got a head coach that is an offensive lineman. That was an offensive lineman in this league. Our best thing on that team that's been looking the worst is what? Our all-time.
You never know. I mean, again, Matt Ryan's a vet, so it could be close.
They just benched Matt Ryan 2 weeks ago. They don't believe in him.
He's back.
Matt Ryan just gave me a 40-yard run, baby. I believe in Matt. I'm believing in Matt. Matt Ryan running that rock, baby. I'm believing in him. He ain't never do that with Frank. He ain't do that one time with Frank.
Yeah, a little motivation. Yeah, that's true. More freedom, probably.
Got it. Next game we gonna get to the Jets in New England versus the Patriots. Who y'all got?
I'm going with a very rare sweep for the Jets. I got Zach Wilson pulling this one out. And beat New England twice in 1 year. First time probably in who knows how long.
Patriots got him the first time.
Oh, the Patriots. I thought Jets won first time.
Yeah, Patriots got him.
Oh, Patriots won.
Mm-hmm.
I might check that, but I got the Jets winning this. I got the Jets winning this one to be a 1-1. I thought the Jets had the first one, but yeah, I got Jets winning this one.
Gotcha. Who you got, D?
I'm going J-E-T, Jets. Let's get it, baby. I'm going.
Damn. We got a sweep for the Jets in New England. I ain't never think I was going to see this day, bro. I got the Jets too, though. Hopefully, hey, that's for you too, Kev. Hopefully, get the Patriots fan back on the show next time we do the NFL show. We're going to have a lot to say about that. But we got the Cowboys fan here, and I know you're going to have a lot to say about the Cowboys in Minnesota versus the Vikings. Who you got? Oh, I can't hear you. Bro. Yeah, you might got to drop out and come back in. But they knew what you was going to say. Yeah, hit the red jump. Yeah, hang up, and then come back in the link. They knew what you was going to say. They knew you was going for them Cowboys. And they know I'm going for them Vikings. Kirk Cousins, let's go. I'm tired of them putting them damn chains on you, bruh. But if you win this game, I ain't going to be mad at it this week. Justin Jefferson. Y'all already know what time it is. Best in the league. What you think, D? Yeah, you back. Ha ha ha. 13 yards.
Yeah, I got. Let me write that down so I can post it later. 2 receptions, 13 yards. We're doing that right here.
That's disrespectful.
I got this being like a 24-17 game, Cowboys.
You said 24-17?
Cowboys, yeah.
What you got, D?
Well, on the first one for the Jets in New England, I don't know if y'all got me or not. I'm going with the Jets. Easy. Garrett Wilson, Ohio State. Let's get it. Then for the Dallas versus Minnesota, I feel it's gonna come down to a drive in the fourth quarter. It's gonna be on Kirk Cousins, and I believe Kirk Cousins gonna do whatever he always do on prime time and fuck it up, throw an interception to Trayvon Diggs, and that Prescott gotta get the ball in field goal range, and they win the game. They win the game by a field goal. But I'm not saying that Justin Jefferson gonna get strapped down. I'm not saying that. That's the hey. I got before we move on to the next, Rob. I gotta say this real quick. I gotta give my flowers right now to Justin Jefferson, man. I was on Aaron Rodgers leading this division. It's Justin Jefferson leading this division easily, hands down. So I gotta say that before we move on in this season.
I respect that, dude. What I don't respect, 2 catches for 13, y'all, bruh. Even if Kirk Cousins throw a pick at the end like he tried to against Buffalo, the boy went back with one hand and took it like, nah, we gonna win. We'll talk about that later. We'll get to that later. But next game, Chiefs in LA versus the Chargers. Who y'all got? Oh, I can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Go ahead, D.
I had to leave. I'll come back in one more time. Did my joint mess up too?
Yeah, it's on you, D. Oh, dang. I guess it's on me then. Chiefs is 7-2, Chargers 5-4. Pat Mahomes out there doing his thing. No Tyreek Hill. Even Hardman got hurt. He was out last week, but you got Kadarius Toney, the trade from the Giants. I guess the Giants ain't need him. He hopping on one leg for the touchdowns up the sideline. Mahomes always gonna make him look good. But I respect how Justin Herbert keeping the Chargers in the mix, even with them injuries to Mike Williams, Keenan Allen been out. But I'm gonna tell you at the end of the day, bruh, if you don't make the playoffs third straight year, nobody gonna remember everything that you've been through because you got so much talent. It really ain't that many excuses that you could pile up for that. So I'm gonna say Mahomes do it again. Herbert find a way to get in the playoffs, bruh.
Last year, Cowboys played the Vikings. Justin Jefferson had 2 catches, 21 yards. Then strapped Trayvon. He's gonna get a little bit less. He's gonna get 13 this game, so a little bit less, but not too far off from what he got last time. So we'll see. Trayvon's ready. I know he is.
Salute. What you got, D? Oh nah, D ain't ready. But we're gonna get D pick on the end of the show. Don, let me get 10 minutes on the clock. We're gonna get to this NBA freestyle real quick. And bruh, we may as well get it out the way. The Lakers is 3-10, bruh. What one of the worst teams in the NBA, flat out. Bron been out a couple games. Well, go ahead, bro. I'm gonna let you start it off. What can the Lakers do? What you see the Lakers? Go ahead.
So, bruh, I'm a Lakers fan too, man. Like 3-10 is not looking good. I was just at a Lakers game maybe last weekend or so. I saw us play. God, who we played? I think Jazz, and we lost. We lost to Jordan Clarkson and them boys. I think the time right now is to trade LeBron to a contender, and try to get some draft picks if someone's willing to give us a first.
Ho.
I'm ready.
Because
I'm
some people thought somebody else said that they ain't know you said. Say that again real quick.
All right. So then, if I was GM, if I'm running things, I'm trading LeBron contender for at least 2 first-round picks. Lakers need to rebuild. This roster is not built for winning this year. It's too many teams that are strong in the West and in the East. No way Lakers can contend this year. LeBron's too old. He has a couple good games left, but he doesn't necessarily want to play defense all the time. Russ is cool off the bench. AD is he's doing well stats wise, but he's not having the impact that I would like for him to have as like the player that we traded multiple first round picks for. Despite him winning getting us a championship, I think he's just too injury ridden. So I think you blow the team up. So either trade AD or LeBron. I would say trade LeBron since he's older. That's my take.
All right, so I didn't know we was going here with this. I hear what you saying, bruh. But as a Laker fan, I can't support tanking. And that's what that is, bro. If we trade LeBron, that's literally saying we want to have the worst record we could have. But this the thing with that. I can understand, okay, if we trade LeBron and we got a first round pick this year and we could get Wemby, you know what I'm saying? Victor Cuz from overseas. Now I'm listening. But if we talking about a process of like 3 to 5 years after trading LeBron, that we still gotta be bad, nah, bro. Nah, I'd rather at least see him break the scoring record. For real. Like I can't get behind tanking.
Yeah, it's tough because I think that if the Lakers play this thing out, they'll probably have the worst record anyway. So it's like, in my opinion, it's like, do you show LeBron respect because he's a superstar that brought a championship to the Lakers, or do you kind of try to get as much draft capital as possible? One of the best trades that I remember like in some time was the Boston Celtics fleecing the Nets when they got rid of like Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, all those players. They got all those #1 draft picks, and they got a solid squad now, which like has set them up for the next 10 years
they
or so.
playing right now, #1 seed in the East.
Exactly. So it's like sometimes you got to get rid of your veterans, just like a little bit before they're done to get some things in return. And Lakers, we traded away a lot of our picks for Anthony Davis, so we don't have much. I don't think we have a first round draft pick this year. I don't think the Lakers can contend with the Warriors. I don't think they can contend with. I don't think they could beat Giannis on the East. I don't think. I think there's like maybe like 8 teams or so that are probably better than our roster is constructed right now. But I think I would just trade 1 to 2.
It's probably like 18, 28.
Yeah,
But Denver 8, so that motherfucker.
Exactly.
But what you got, D? Anything in the A?
I'm going right with y'all, man. Everything go, man. You are below OKC right now. That hurt. That hurts. You got LeBron on your team. You got AD on your team. I can't even name one player on OKC team except for the point guard Alexander, whatever his name. I don't even know full name. And you telling me you number last in the Western Conference right now? And you got LeBron, you can let go of everything and you got. Yeah. What's the point? What's the point? And then I could go, like you were saying earlier, Chris, I could go a good 8 deep on each side of the Eastern and Western Conference, a good team that could get the Lakers up out of there.
Yeah.
Westbrook, like you were saying, yeah, that's cool what his numbers is doing coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming off the bench. You ain't gonna get no 6 man in a year if you second from bottom in the Western.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's cool. I'm just glad Russ putting up enough to where people can't blame him no more. That's what I'm happy about. It ain't his goddamn fault, and it never was for real. Go ahead though.
I think it's more LeBron. I think LeBron picks and chooses when he wants to play defense. I mean, we're none of us
That's
are
a fact.
The shape of LeBron James, but as you get older, your body starts to have ailments, and you can't do as much as you can on the floor. Like I would say right now, John Morant's more athletic than LeBron James, even though LeBron James is more of a physical specimen. I just don't think that LeBron wants to extend his body as much for defense and even offense. So he's kind of like lackadaisical out there and like picking and choosing. And that teammates see that when you take a play off on defense, your teammate sees that like I'm gonna take a play off too. Like if he's taking a play off, like just as a man, So I don't think it's good to have a player past their prime. I think LeBron James is past his prime. He can put up 30 points, but they're empty. It's like empty calories. Like it doesn't really mean much. Yeah, he can go out and get 30, but it doesn't really impact the game. So I say they let it go. 3-10 is unacceptable for having two superstars and with a potential third to be 3-10. It's unacceptable. They already have 10 losses.
Yeah, nah, this
Already
shit is
have
looking
10.
ugly. Even I understand what you're saying, bro. I still can't get behind it though. Especially, I get what you're saying, so I'm gonna leave it there and I'm gonna respect it. But I must say, shout out to Joel Embiid though. He been going off this week, back to back 50-point games out there. You know what I'm saying? No Harden got hurt. I ain't saying that's why it is. I'm just saying, telling y'all what happened. But yeah, he been going crazy this week trying to keep the Sixers up. So I got to salute to him.
Yeah, he's solid, man. What do
Shout
you
out
think
to
he's
the
number one
Wizards,
ranked?
man. We in 5th place right now.
The Wizards?
You know what I'm saying? KP doing numbers, Bradley Bill doing numbers. The role players, let me tell you, Will Barton,
Yeah.
Monte Morris coming over with some big pieces for the Washington Wizards, and they're showing. So hopefully we keep staying on this right. What about the Nets, though? Can we get into that?
The
The Nets right now with
Nets.
6-9.
Nets might be worse
You
than the
know,
Lakers right now.
KD,
yeah. I
yeah, I don't know about
They
that.
the
just beat
Nets,
them this Sunday.
yeah, Nets are looking bad. I honestly think that I love KD. He's from PG County or whatever. I wish, and I thought this was going to happen. I think he should have went to play with Bradley Beal and the Wizards as opposed to going to the Nets because it would have been good for him to win one for his city, for his hometown. I read somewhere that he might not have wanted to be too close to people from back home because they might ask for money, etc. But I think him winning one for the Wizards after they haven't won one for a while would have made his legacy like that much more. And they had pieces. Wizards had pieces, but for some reason he chose to go to the Nets. That kind of blew up in his face. So I don't know, man. I would I'm actually a fan of the Wizards. I root for the Wizards. I'm not really like I love the John Wall era, whatever. Um, but I don't know. I just don't know what I don't see the Wizards coming out of the East with Cleveland. Not with Cleveland like on the rise right now. So it's tough.
Yeah, the Nets.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead,
you
D.
say you say Cleveland on the rise. I say Atlanta is on the rise.
Atlanta too. Atlanta too. But can your boy Trey can Trey play defense? I don't know. I worry about him in the pick and roll. He's a sharpshooter. He can put up points. You back?
Am I here? I thought I
Yeah,
lost
you ain't.
connection. Am I here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You got shadow Trey. You know what I'm saying? You got to put him in positions where he checking the worst play on the offensive side. You know what I'm saying? Put him in that corner, not let him do too much on that defense. So when you get on that offensive side, he out there full metal to the pedal.
They have a nice
So
squad. Yeah,
that's the best you could do.
they have a good squad. I just don't know if it's enough. Cause Giannis, I
salute to
mean
Trey
Giannis is
though.
like,
Salute to Trey. He out there
yeah,
doing his thing. I remember
yeah.
me and Val had a convo way back, a Trey Young versus Ja Morant convo. Took Ja Morant, bruh. Ja. Last night I was hoping for him versus Zion. I was mad Zion wasn't out there, but Ja, bruh, when he went up with the right and switched to the lefty and ducked off, the and ones in the lane, man, like you too small. Come back the next time, like you can't guard me. All in the he this close to the camera, you can't guard me. I love the energy, Ja. Even though you lost, you know I'm gonna give all the facts and the stats. But that 24 in the first half, though, I didn't know you was gonna lose then, so I'm gonna still salute to him.
Mm. Nah, Ja's tough. What do y'all think
The,
about Ja though? What do y'all think about him? Y'all think he like cause Memphis like when he doesn't play they have like a same record. They still win without him. So what do y'all think?
Ja different, bruh. Ja one of them was like, yeah, okay, they might be able to get by without him a couple games in the regular season. But you seen when he went out in the playoffs, the Warriors got rid of him because at a certain level, You need somebody that's different. So I frame it like that for Ja.
That's facts. That's true.
Yeah, and the way you say Ja is different, just like the game last night, he caught that steal, jumped up and
Yeah,
caught it, turned around for Cuz there, hit him with the behind the back, all the way down the court with the finish. The Cuz is different.
Yeah.
Like you ain't seen too many cats out in the NBA doing things like that with elite status players.
Mm.
So you make a point when you say the team still got the same record without him. Because they got a strong, they got strong round role players.
Mhm.
I don't even want to call them role players because I feel they more than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? John Morant, they only got one superstar on that team. That's John Morant. But all those pieces around him is like strong, good players.
Yeah.
Desmond Bain could give you 40 if he wants to.
If he wants
You
to.
know what I'm saying? Jordan Jackson can give you a double double every night. They just got some good. Steven Adams with those for you. Take somebody towel and give it to John Moran. Y'all seen it? Like they got a strong team over there. So respect is due, but John Moran is different.
Mhm.
salute
Nah,
to him,
he's
salute
definitely
to him.
up there.
But
I wonder how he's gonna be when he like starts to lose his athleticism. If he's gonna be able to like if he's gonna have this because he's a high flyer. He can like jump and like he can get steals and blocks. But we saw what happened with D Rose and like a lot of players that rely on their athleticism to like navigate down the court. We'll see. So something to look out for.
definitely gonna have to watch out for that. But to wrap up the show though, what you got going on, bro? You got anything in the works for the people? You got any new projects you got coming out?
Yeah, so right now I'm just auditioning. I just auditioned for All American on Netflix, Homecoming, for a role there. So I'm hoping I can get that. Not whoever gets it, whatever actor gets it. But always having like some good auditions and some cool things happening. So it's just a matter of booking it and like staying positive and trying to like get through life. So thank you guys for having me. It's been a blessing. This is good. Like you guys got a good thing going on. So keep this shit up.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate
Let the
that.
people know your
Appreciate that.
name. You know what I'm saying? Know your social medias, everything.
Yeah. Again, it's Chris. Y'all can reach me at C James Hancock. That is my only handle that I have is C James Hancock on Instagram, and that's it. That's all I use pretty much. You there. If you don't know me well enough to have my number, then ask someone else, and then maybe they'll ask me, and I'll give it to you. But yeah, just Instagram C James Hancock, and yeah.
Yes, sir. Everybody look up Christopher Hancock work, get familiar with him. Man, it's going to keep just like you told us, bruh. Keep doing what you doing. Love
Yeah.
the hustle, love the grind. We see you at the top, bruh. Hello.
Y'all.
Peace.
Hey.